So you gotta hold on, nothing can go wrong. Alrighty. Good morning, beautiful, beautiful tribe here online right now. Please say hello when you're joining, as I will be sharing this into my group, because there's a few gratitudes that I need to share today with a lot of very special women. And did I just share it? That's the question of the day. So I'd love for you to say hi when you're jumping on. I haven't been on for a while, and there is a reason for that. Hello. I think the last couple of weeks I just haven't been on. And I have... Okay, so let me start from the beginning. For those of you... Hey, Tracy. So good to see you. Where are you, Tracy? Where are you all tuning in from? I'm seeing your beautiful faces. Where are you tuning in from? Kerry, hello, Kerry. Yes, bring on all of the beautiful women. Like, I desire deeply to like literally speak to women. Yes, cool. Australia, amazing. New Zealand, spiritual. You're showing up a spiritual events directory. That's me. Kerry, Brisbane. Yeah, sister, I'm in Brisbane too. So this is this is a transmission for sisters, for women now who, I know in this particular transmission right now, you will receive for you now whatever it is that you need to receive. Kelly, hello Kelly, beautiful Kelly, and we've got Beck. It's so good to see you. Kat, good evening in Wyoming. Wow, I love this so much. Stacey's in Sydney. Amazing. Yes, I'm calling on all of the glorious women, and yes, I see you. I see you. I feel you. Oh my God, I feel you so much. If I have tears, just know it's because I feel how glorious you are. Like, truly. New York. Oh my God, Shannon, this is epic. So, firstly, I want to introduce myself to those of you that don't know me. Hello, Renee. Renee knows me. Where are you based? I am based in Brisbane, in Australia, Tracy. And who am I? And I desire to share with you, if that's okay, who I am, just so you can receive some context. Oh my God, Jules. Yes. I am so grateful you're here, sister. Yes. God, I just have such a deep, reverent love for you, girl. Like, truly. Like, I feel like we had a moment on the weekend where it just felt like, yes. Yes, we are here on this planet together. We are here. So, sisters, this is a transmission purely for women, yeah? And I feel like if any men come and watch, yes, I feel like it's for you too. Back on. But I'm not going to I'm not ever going to confuse my transmissions now, because I'm the kind of person, and I have been the kind of person that would try and share a message for everybody, but it's really sometimes I'm compensating I'm compensating for energy that I really don't need to play in, yeah? And so today my energy is for women. My energy is for women. I've been doing lots of work. I don't like the word work, but I feel like we resonate with the word work. Inner work, all of that stuff, but I don't feel like it's work. I feel like it's adventure. Who feels like the inner work is an adventure? Like, give me a little hands up if you feel like the inner work is an adventure. And so my name is Jax, for those of you that don't know me, and I am, who am I right now? I'm I'm really grateful. I'm grateful. I'm feeling really grounded. I'm feeling really grounded. I'm feeling really grounded in this message that keeps coming through me. I am a clear, uncorrupted, pure channel for the messages of spirit. I am not a guru. I am not a guru. I am just, much like yourself, a conduit. I am a conduit of messages. My messages aren't for everybody. My messages are not for everybody. I am not right. I am not wrong. I just am. My messages come through and I share. To some of you, they will resonate. To some of you, they will resonate. I am here for those they will resonate with. Because the message that comes through me during this time, right now, are the messages for you during your stage of evolution. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm here to celebrate your truth. I'm here to stand for you in your truth and for you standing for your truth, regardless of whether others believe you or not, or receive you or not. I am here as an example for sharing the truth of your truth without fear. I'm expression. I'm all about expression. And I'm all about being a stand for expressing you and knowing the truth of your expression right now, even though it may not be the truth of your expression yesterday, is still the truth. It's your truth. And your truth I respect. I respect your truth. Even if it doesn't agree, if it's not aligned with my truth, it's perfect because it's still true. Is this making sense? I'm being a stand for truth, which is right now, and no truth being right or wrong, but just truth. So I am a facilitator. I do facilitate a lot of in-person experiences, one of them being called Awaken. And the Awaken experience is lots of channeling, lots of light language, lots of coming home to your intuitive gifts. Yeah, the Awaken experience is all about coming home to your intuitive gifts. In that experience, lots of intuitive gifts ignite. Light languages, intuition, seeing, all the clairs just like explode. Okay, I'm here. And who I am in that is the space holder. I am not the person that did it for you. Yeah, I just hold the space. I'm not the person to come to and go, please, can you ignite my gifts? No, I cannot. I cannot do that. But I can hold you to the truth that you get to actually ignite your own gifts. In whatever that looks like and however that feels like, I am the safety. I am the safety for you to remember who you truly are. But I don't do it for you. Yeah. So this Awaken is all about light work. It's for light workers really igniting in their gifts and actually being held in a space. Like, I don't even give you permission. I just stand as permission to be all of you in your wild, your unorthodox, your weird, whatever is considered weird. Guess what? It's perfect. I love weird. I am weird. I love weird. I love it. I love it. It's an expression that feels good in my body. Being all of who I am is an expression that feels good in my body. Now, over the weekend, I co-facilitated with Emma L. Baker, which some of you would recognize here in the spiritual events directory world, and a lot of you in my spaces, in our spaces. She's epic. She's a fellow sister who is in alignment, who we share the same message. We just are the space holders. Yeah. And we stood with our other sisters who held the space with us. And I'm going to acknowledge their names right now because I think it's very important, because without them, we don't exist. Without them, we don't exist. Hello, Katie. How are you? Katie came to our last Awaken, actually. How are you feeling from then, sister? Could you share in the comments what came to life for you? That would be amazing. Natalie Hunter, Jody Parker, Rachel Heaney, Sana, and we also had the assistance of Eddie and Kimberly, and we had our men actually help facilitate, and I'll share a little pieces of that. But this is for women. Now, there is a message that has been so prominent over the last few weeks for me, and I'm going to share this message with you, and I'm going to share with you the process in which this really had to come through. Because the reason why I haven't been on here and actually sharing is because I don't want to share just because. I don't want to jump on here and entertain. This is divinity. I had a horrible cry rage today. Yes, I asked for a sign that I'm not alone and that I can become clear channel and open to my gifts. Then the notification came up. Let me just, is there any guidance or messages, hope for me? Because I'm so ready. This message is for everyone. I want to let you know I'm not showing up just to show up, and I'm not going to do readings today just because. This is for everyone. This is for women. If you're here, this is for you. Know that your guidance guided you here to hear this message. So this is for everyone. Stay tuned, sister. Thank you so much, Kat. Stay tuned. And I haven't been, so going back, I haven't been showing because it feels, what I've been really collapsing lately. Firstly, the two things that have had to collapse in my reality lately is martyrdom. When I say the word martyrdom, what does that mean to you? This is for you, sisters, who are really feeling this in your core right now. Martyrdom. What does martyrdom, what does that mean to you? Also, the word obligation. Obligation. Now, those of us that are in the service, as service-led, are here to serve, yeah? The word obligation, what does that mean to you? Please share it. I'd love to hear from you. Let this be a conversation. Let's continue this. It matters. It really matters. So, victimhood, yes. Martyrdom. Martyrdom for me is this need to serve, even when it doesn't feel good to me. When it's actually taking away from, actually martyrdom more so is like the needing to save others. Yeah? Who knows that feeling of when someone has a problem, obligation should not take over self-love. Yes, yummy. Yummy, Rach, love it. So martyrdom, who has this feeling of like when someone is going through something, yeah? Going through something, you feel that you have to save them. Just put your hand up, simply. Just put your hand up if you know, if you can resonate with the feeling of when someone's going through something, you feel like you have to save them. Martyrdom to me means sticking my need to help others going through something awful, and I stick my nose into it. Shannon, yes, this is real. This is a programming and a story, a narrative that we literally has been going on for eons and eons and eons. And there was a time, especially for women, where this is how we operate. And it was heavy in my DNA. Yeah. And there was a time in my life where I was like, and it was it's been here for a while. There's a time in my life that the story of martyrdom, the narrative of martyrdom was my identity. My identity. If I don't help someone, who am I? If I don't, like, as you were saying, I'm just trying to remember the, yes. So this feeling of going, who am I if it, and far out, this is such a huge programming of having, yes, Rach, it's so is. And this is what I've been journeying through, because it got to a point. So martyrdom for me, there was a stage in my life where martyrdom was my identity. It actually felt good. Yeah. So martyrdom to a certain degree felt good in my life because I felt like I was becoming worthy. Yeah. And so this journey of me and my worthiness I'm worthy, I'm worthy when I serve. I created a narrative around I am worthy when I serve because this serving is serving me. Yeah. And I was just like operating with that until it stopped feeling good. It got to a point recently when martyrdom started to hurt my body. And when I say started to hurt my body, I started to feel discomfort. I started to feel discomfort like that. Like I really don't want to, but it's my identity. As a light worker, it is part of my identity to serve others. It was like this martyrdom was like a badge. Martyrdom was like this, like cape. Yeah. Who am I without a cape? Am I a light worker without a cape? Am I helping anyone when I'm not serving them? Who recognizes this? Who am I when I'm not serving others? Yeah. That cape started to feel very heavy. I had to be really honest with myself. It started to feel heavy and it started to manifest in my life as exhaustion. It started to manifest in my life as doubting myself in different situations. It started to manifest in my life as like distraction. It started to distract me from my clarity, distract me from the messages that kept desiring to come through, but I kept feeling blocked and blocked and blocked. Yes, I cut back from friendship and helping. Yes, blocked and blocked because of this martyrdom. And what that means, and if you're resonating with this, all this means is that it's time to surrender that identity. Because there's so much more available to us when we start surrendering these identities that start disrupting and start distracting who we truly are. So that's number one. So I've been in this process of releasing my own story because no one else is actually enforcing this on us. This is another thing. This is another thing. There is a difference between being a martyr or feeling martyrdom is painful when it's out of obligation. Now, there's the other word, obligation. Now, no one, I want to like land this with every single one of us wise women, wise sisters that are here right now and that are going to be watching the replay. No one is responsible for the feeling and the suffering that you're experiencing in any given moment. No one else is responsible. If you can take that narrative and bring that in and own that, yes, and own it, you will meet a version of you that is next level, ready for the next step, empowerment. When we surrender the victimness of someone else is responsible for how I feel, release that, you then are able to have the entirety of your feelings in your hands. So take it back, take your power back by not giving it away. Don't give your power away. Don't give the way you feel away to your job. Don't make your job responsible for how you feel. Don't make another person responsible for how you feel. Do not make the circumstance. The reason why, and I'm not saying this as a way of judging, because like we all do this, yeah? This is a way of taking your power back. Sovereign women, take your power back. There is so much available to you when you know that you are in control of your memory, of what memories you focus on. Memories you focus on. What outcomes you focus on what reality you focus on. What you're focusing on is creating how you feel, how we feel. As a collective, how we feel. So as a collective, how we feel. Yeah? I'm going to like weave in these threads of how we're all actually deeply connected. So over the weekend, we facilitated this incredible experience. Jules was there. Thank you, Jules, for like absolutely showing up for yourself in the way that you did. Like you literally, honestly, it was just so inspiring. And what we did was we facilitated for over 60 women in the Gold Coast. The experience is called Rapture and Awaken. In this space, there's 60 women. What I learned from this experience, it was a 5-hour experience. It was somatic, it was wild, it was unorthodox. I actually don't have words for what I can't say to you now it was this and this and this, you're going to experience this and this. We don't know. We don't know what you're going to experience. We don't know. And we have no attachment to what anyone experiences. We're just there to hold space. Now, the one thing that I absolutely learned from this is that it is not our job, women, any woman on here that is actually here and you're like, I'm here to serve other women, I'm here to empower other women. It is not our job to empower one another. I'm going to let that sit with you. Let me know how that feels in your body. I want to know, I would love to understand how that felt in your body when I just said that. I'm going somewhere with this, by the way. Don't think this is not an attack, this is not a judgment. I'm going somewhere with this. I want to take you into what is needed for each other, from ourselves in 2021 moving forward. The new earth, these are the messages that are coming through. Know that this is going to serve you in ways that you will be like, I am going to alleviate so much pressure. This message is going to alleviate so much pressure from all of us. It's going to feel so good by the end of this. Yes. Yes. So there is a sixth sense. Some of you can recognize a sixth sense as an intuitive sense. So let's call it the seventh sense. So our biology, our human three-dimensional biology. Yes, Shannon, yum. Our three-dimensional biology has 5 senses: sight, sound, touch, taste, feeling. I said that. Touch. Okay, guys, help me out here. Sight, hearing, taste, feel. What's the last one? Smell. Got it. Sixth sense. Yeah? We've got all these senses, but here's the seventh sense. The seventh sense is organic influence. It's just organic influence. I'm going to give you an example. Context. Yeah? So I'm currently in a program. It's a whole year. It's been for like a whole program for women. In this program is such, like, honestly, this program has like just my mind, but it hasn't not been the content. The content hasn't blown my mind. I mean, the content's amazing, but what has blown me apart into and like allowed me to come back into fragments into the truth of a woman, of who I am, because the program is called I Am Woman, and it's actually been the learning outside of the learning that has been influencing me more than ever. And so coming into these spaces with our seventh sense is actually, we are here to we are here to influence in the seventh sense, which is the sense that is the sense that you pick up, where it's the sense that helps us pick up other people's accents, that helps us pick up other people's mannerisms. You know, that the seventh sense of, like, if I went and hung out in the UK for, you know, maybe a month, for me, I've got a very strong seventh sense. I went and hang out in the UK and I would pick up the accent. That's the seventh sense. That, without actually doing it on purpose, it just happens. Yeah, it's a function of our brain. That it's so unconscious. It's the most unconscious part of us, which is like it's our body. It's our body that's like absorbing it. So 2021 for our space holders, for our light workers. If you're a light worker, if you're a space holder, if you're a circle holder, you know, sister circles, women. I actually lived in Wales. I lived in Colwyn Bay, Llandudno, for a little bit. I love Welshie. I picked up the Welshie when I was there, actually. Chameleon abilities, yes. So, 2021, and we hear it over and over and over and over and over again, coming home to yourself. Coming home to yourself. What does coming home to yourself actually mean? And I want you to share with me right now, at 1 out of 10, a scale of 1 out of 10, how much do you feel, 10 being the most, being the like, you are in your fullest, deepest expression at all times, without apology, without martyrdom, without obligation. 10. Between 1 out of 10. Where are you in coming home to yourself? Yum. 7. Yep. 6. Yes. 6. Yes. 5. This is great. You need to know. You need to know where you are right now. And in 2021 moving forward, your job, your sovereign job, your devotion, let me alleviate some pressure from you. Your devotion, this one devotion, is going to be what causes the ripples that are going to activate every seventh sense on the face of the planet. Your job is to get to 100. How does that feel? Your job in the journey of coming home to yourself isn't to get to 10, it's to get to 100. What does 100 mean? 100 means infinity, infinite. To come home to infiniteness. And if you can literally devote and know that this devotion, and again, it's like worked, yeah, it's interesting. Let's change the word right now to devotion, not work. Devotion. What's the difference between work and devotion to you? Devotion and work is last paradigm. Work is before. Work is force. Work is hard. Work is struggle. Work is ouch. Work is pain. Work is exhaustion. What is devotion? Devotion is subtle. It's supple. It's fluent. It's honor. Yes, Jules. Devotion is smooth. It tastes delicious. It tastes like marshmallows. Yeah, devotion. So if you shifted the word from work to devotion, and your devotion to 100%, to 100, is your devotion to coming home to your completeness, your absoluteness, your infiniteness. This infiniteness, in the space of infiniteness, you are therefore able to connect deeply to the wisdom of the universe and enabling you to hold space in ways, in any situation, friendship, relationships, space holding in circles, in programs, in anything that you're creating, in your creations, devotion to coming home to yourself. And knowing the truth of coming home to yourself is the seventh sense activator for everyone else to come home to themselves. So as a light worker, as a space holder, as a facilitator, for me, My devotion and my like devotion is coming home to myself every day outside of the spaces I facilitate. So it's the really noticing. Beautiful. Really noticing in your life, not in your facilitation experiences, not in where you're actually serving, because where you're serving is always just a result of what you're doing behind the scenes. Yeah, how you show up in a circle, because we are now so much more intuitive. We are so much more intuitive. It's not funny. You will know, it's like we are able to read each other's thoughts from across the world. Like I'm able to read the thoughts of someone. If I like really tune into them, I can read their thoughts. Yeah, it's because we're so much more intuitive because of these energy shifts that are happening. Now for you, what this means for you is that there is nowhere to hide. So what you say and who you're showing up to be will only be anchored into truth, like into like who you say you are and how you're being, because of what you're actually doing behind the scenes, not what you're doing in front. So when you witness me now, what do you know of me? Pop it in the comments. I'd love to know your intuition. What does your intuition say about me? Right now, your intuition. What do you know of me behind the scenes now? What do you know of me behind the scenes now? What do you know that I do behind the scenes and what I'm actually doing for myself? What am I devoted to? Let your intuition, because your intuition is going to tell you right now. Like we are so connected, it's not funny. No, it's not funny. So, and when I come into a space and when I hold a space, you'll always see what I'm doing behind the scenes and how I'm conversing and how I'm operating, because that's how I'm going to show up. And that's how I'm going to hold the space. And so for us, me, myself, Emma, whoever I am co-facilitating with, and this is why there's such there's alignment in these facilitations, because I know who they are without actually knowing who they are. Like I don't need to logically know who they are. My seventh sense, my sixth sense tells me who they are. So I will work with people who I know like are in alignment. That you experienced in life. I know nothing else really. I am thinking that you meditate and hold space for yourself regularly. Yeah, I have to. For me, not for you. See, what you do for you, like this is where it's at. Your devotion to you will influence me. Let that land. Your devotion to you will influence me. Your devotion to you will influence your neighbor. Your devotion to you will influence who you're serving. Your devotion to you will influence the sisterhood of humanity. Your devotion to you. So if you feel in your body discomfort through conversations, if you feel discomfort in relationships, that is your cue. That is your cue. That is your cue. Your body is going to speak to you. That is your cue that there's something there that you need to devote to. Because if it's not harmonious, it's not aligned. If it doesn't feel harmonious, it's not aligned. So when you get triggered, this is a big one. When you get triggered, that is when you'll know what you need to work on. It's not what the other person needs to change. It's what you need to work on, which means it's either your boundaries, how solid are your boundaries for yourself. It's my washing machine. You'll know behind the scenes I wash my clothes. Your boundaries, I need to work on my reaction. Yes, perfect. Devote to harmonious responses. Write that one down, babe. That one's for you, Shannon. Devote to harmonious responses. And then backtrack from that. If you write that down, I am devoted to harmonious responses. Already know you've put that in the field. It's there. It's awareness. It's here. It's alive. And so you get to spin it and go, okay, so where in my life am I reactive outside of this reaction? And what do I need to clean up? So many triggers. Yes. The balance between being inspired and being inspiring. It's, yeah, you don't, if we can like literally collapse any hidden agendas or any need, I want to say hidden agendas, but any attachments around having to influence others. 2021, let's go, let's literally become, this is the sovereign journey of not having to be seen, not having to be heard, not having to be acknowledged, not having to be validated, not having to be influencing, not having to be inspiring. What if your devotion to yourself was all of those things already? But when you take your attention and put it to, I'm going to speak into that, Shannon. I love this. I love that so much. I'm going to speak into that, my love. Stay tuned. When you can literally, and this is where what I was saying before, alleviating pressure from yourself. You do not have to inspire others. You do not have to influence others. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to express to suit others. What if you could devote to you feeling great, feeling so aligned with every form of expression that is yours? What if you could feel so full and in alignment and joyful from the truth of your own expression, without attachment to how others are going to receive it, without attachment of this, is this going to influence others, or is this, how about you actually just devote to you feeling so unapologetic about your own expression, and that being enough, and that being actually everything, and knowing that from that space you will receive when you allow, you receive the next step. From the space of devoting to your harmony, the harmony in your well-being, the harmony in your environments, the harmony in your circumstances, devoting to that is enough for you to receive the next steps. What if you knew that we are now in a phase where the next steps will appear for you when you are devoted to you? And this is, it's a huge spectrum. It's a huge realm. For those of you that are watching, please, my link is in the comments. Please follow, hit it, follow, because there's going to be lots of this. If you're loving this, please share it. Please share this message. I feel like this is such a potent message. Please share it. I would love that so much. So Shannon, I'm going to come back to, because I feel like what you've just shared, I need to let others fix their own messes. I can't fix it for them. I'm going to speak into this because this is so resonant to everybody. I want you to remember these two words: enabling or disabling. Enabling or disabling. Yes? When we, from the obligation of martyrdom, feel like we need to help fix, number one, we can't fix anyone. No one's broken. We can't fix each other. No one's broken. Nothing's broken. What if nothing was ever broken? What if nothing was ever broken? What if everything was always perfect? What if you can literally experience your entire life as being absolutely perfect? and is perfect? What if that was harmony? What if that was 100%? When you can get to the place with everything being perfect, guess what? You access infiniteness. You access infinite possibilities. But enabling and disabling. When we are intervening, here's another word, intervening, yeah? I always let people know that I will not intervene. I will not intervene into their journey. I will guide when permission is there, when I've been asked. I will offer perception. I will offer guidance, but I will also offer non-attachment to the next step for them. Yeah? When we intervene, we are taking a detour from us, right? But also, when we intervene into trying to fix a situation for someone else, we are disabling their empowerment. We're disabling them accessing the fullest potential of themselves. There's a difference between intervening and offering support by saying, I know you got this. I know you got this. I've got you getting this. Like, I'm here with you, but I'm not going to do it for you. I am here with you, but I'm not going to do it for you. Yes. I am here with you, but I am not going to do it for you. If someone asks to loan money, I am here with you. I'm not going to do it for you. I know that you have access to everything I have access to. I know there's conversations that need to be had that you have access to. I am supporting you in those conversations. You're then enabling them to access more of their potential. Now, what is more service? What is more service to another soul? Remember that you're a soul with another soul, with other souls. We're all souls. We're all souls having a human experience. We're all souls trying to work it out. There is not one soul that has worked it out. There is not one soul that has worked it out. Remember that we're all souls having a human experience. But it is not our obligation to intervene into another soul's evolution. So we get to hold the space for them to experience more of their own potential. Also, the tribe template is, I got you. I got you. You will never fall. Whatever the fear is, I've got you. Yes, Kerry. Saying no is sacred. There's a difference between saying no and expressing a sacred no. Yeah? My sacred no's have everything to do with my boundaries. If it doesn't feel good to me, it's a sacred no. But at the same time, when you desire to really explore the journey of sacred no's, which I highly recommend everyone does, with setting boundaries, checking the time, 10:20, great, 10 minutes. So we must be then also therefore open to receiving sacred no's. Yes, this is like the journey of, okay, I'm here setting boundaries for myself, for my sacredness, not setting boundaries because the other person's wrong. There's a difference. You can't set boundaries because you think someone's wrong. Yeah, that's separation. We can't separate each other from another. Like, there's a difference between saying a sacred no because it actually doesn't feel good to me. Like, it doesn't feel good to me to do that because it just doesn't feel good. We don't even need to have an answer. Just, it doesn't feel right for me right now. And that's okay. Yeah. Beautiful, Shannon. Devote. I want you to change the word to devote. Can you rewrite that sentence? to go devote to my physical well-being. You don't have to work. You don't have to work on you. You're so perfect. You're perfect. But you can expand and experience fuller potential, more of your potential. Yeah, we don't have to fix yourself. You don't have to. Yes. I love it. Amazing. I've got 15% of battery charge on my phone. This is great timing. So this is heed this message if it feels good to you. Come home to yourself. 2021, allow the devotion for you. Allow your devotion and allow yourself to be surrounded by others who too are open, and know that every experience is an opportunity. Even if it doesn't feel good, like, even if it's an experience that you're like, perfect, it's an opportunity to set boundaries, or it's an opportunity to express. There's always something there that's sovereign to you. That's sovereign to you. Your deepest knowing knows exactly what the lesson is and the message is. So, Rapture and Awaken over the weekend. I want to thank all of the beautiful sisters that were there, allowed us to hold space. Now, the good news is, the great news is that we are going to host another one in the next year. We don't know when, but there is because Emma and I were like, we just literally thought it was going to be our last one, because it was like we planning on having children, like not together, obviously, probably close to each other, but we desire to bring starseeds in. Like, it's just this feeling, I'm ready, it's ready. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm not pregnant yet, but I'm ready. And we were like, okay, so let this be our last Rapture and Awaken. And then afterwards, we were driving home. We were like, how can we not do that again? How can we not hold that kind of space where so many transformations in our sisters are happening? It was just lineages and lineages of ancestral trauma being released and expressed, and we didn't fix anyone. That's not our job. But we just held a space where our sisters could fully just express. We had laughter, we had crying, we had wailing, we had just releasing and expression, and we had the masculine come in, and we had the masculine come and hold space and serve cacao. It was just such a beautiful, incredible experience for us. And we were like, how can we deny our sisters this? How can we deny it? And also, how could we deny ourselves this experience? I have no words for how much it means to me, this being able to just hold this kind of space. And so we are going to do it again. So just stay tuned. If you can connect with me, just even follow, I've got my link, so you know when it's happening again. If the border's open, fly up for it. Honestly, it's worth it. Fly down for it. Or if you're in Brisbane, Gold Coast, we'll hold it on the Gold Coast. Another one. I have 3 more places left for a retreat that I'm hosting in February. This is a boot camp for Lightworkers. This is for our intuitive sisters and our intuitive brothers. It is it's a light work for a boot camp for Lightworkers. It's a 5-day retreat. It's not a retreat. There's no massages. There's no facials. It's literally it's an immersion. No phone zone. In the most beautiful location in the Sunshine Coast. It's like a little capsule right there, and it's going to be a capsule of magic. In this space, the intention for, it's called the Awaken experience. The intention is for our Lightworkers who gravitate towards it, and we've only got 3 spaces left, so it's nearly full, to come home to yourself held in the 5 days, held in the 5 days, in your, in you, in your empowerment to ignite and activate your intuitive gifts and to go out into the world and be who you know you are. But the beauty of this is that you're held. You're a tribe. 5 days. The last one was just like next level. Please message me. It's for me. I feel it so strongly. Love you, Jules. Message me. And I know we've been talking about it, so message me and let's just chat. I'm very protective over this space. This is not a sales pitch. This is not a, hey, I've had to literally say no to a lot of people because there were misalignments. Not saying they're wrong at all. They've been amazing, but not yet. There is a certain type of light workers I desire to spend those 5 days with. I desire to mentor and guide and hold space for in the 5 days. So it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. You'll know. You can feel it in your body. You'll feel it in your body. Anyways, please stay connected. Follow my link, because our next Rapture and Awaken, and if you're loving this type of message, if you're loving these kind of transmissions, I'm loving sharing it. I'm open to a conversation, my darling. So I love you all. Thank you for receiving me with all my sneezes and my full expression. And I desire deeply for you to finish off this transmission today. I desire for you to come home to yourself 100%. 100. So stay connected, stay tuned so we can journey that together. I love you. Enjoy your devotion to your body, Shannon. I love you all so much. Have the greatest week. Talk to you soon.